Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise on Nintendo Switch. Let's see, did I save inside a building or outside of a building? I don't remember. It will largely determine how long it takes to load this first part. Outside definitely takes a long time. Well, it's inside, okay. That's right, this will be our first experience with the other dimension.
This is it, Zach. A deadly premonition. You know, for some reason I'm getting butterflies. How about you? It's time we went and saw this other world for ourselves.
Alright, definitely took a lot longer to get to the other dimension in this game than the original. In the original, it was pretty quick when you got into the other dimension.
Zach, the countryside is always so entertaining. It has far more stimuli to offer than the big city. Those movies from the 80s were all predicting the future. Life's simpler than what philosophers make it out to be. In the end, truth and reality are never one and the same. Now we have nothing to fear. Right, Zach? Let's march straight into this otherworldly abyss. Mr. Alligator, I'm not sure how much help you'll be in this situation, but I guess you're better than nothing. What the? Zach, I don't even need to say it, do I? This is right out of that movie. Videodrome, 1982, directed by David Cronenberg. At the time, it was seen as a hard movie to digest for normal moviegoers, but now it's become a cult classic. I always just saw it as another weird Canadian movie, but this changes everything. My arm and my gun have become one. Now I can really understand what Max was going through.
Psycho gun controlled. Hold down the fire button to charge the psycho gun, aim it towards an enemy to lock on. Then release the fire button to fire a homing bullet. The faster your firing speed, the faster your gun will lock on. Locking on to multiple points at once is possible. Taking damage will cancel your lock on, so be careful. Oh, the animation runs a lot faster, huh? Alright, well, the game runs okay now. Except when it needs to cache something that just pauses like you can see there. Let's go over here first. Snarf, snarf. Serious. Oh, you guys are serious about things, huh? Oh, headshots do count. Well, these portions are actually better than the original. I mean, maybe that's not saying much, but still. It is still suitably weird, though, which is good. I would never want a Deadly Premonition game from now or in the future to have any sort of normalcy.
Zach, I sense something here. Lise was murdered here. Let's take a closer look and find out exactly what went on.
Profiling start.
Zach, the murder weapon was an axe. Lise must have been dismembered while she was still alive.
Yeah.
And the woman holding the axe. Flashy clothes, beautiful face, and that dragonfly ring. This must be Lisa's mother, Galena Clarkson. Look, Zach. She's crying. It's the polar opposite of Lisa's euphoric expression. Galena is brandishing an axe while tears stream down her face. What was going on in her head?
More. I want more. Okay, sweetie. We're gonna play a fun game now. I love games. give you exactly what you want. Something real special. You'll be able to fly much higher now.
I'm happy. So happy.
Yeah. I'm your mama. I know exactly what you want.
Red powder. This must be Sang Rouge. But for some reason, it looks more vibrant than all the specimens we've gathered so far.
Wow, it's amazing. I can feel it. I'm getting prettier.
Yeah, you are. See, I made this just for you.
My body's getting hot. So hot. I'm burning up.
Let the sensations take over, Lise. Soon you won't feel any pain. You won't feel anything at all.
At least the saving is fast.
Zach, there's a tall woman here. Very stylish. She'd stick out like a sore thumb in this town. Is she watching the murder? No. She's clearly more than an innocent spectator. She must be deeply entwined with this case somehow.
Okay, let's get started. This is gonna be so fun. Remember how you used to play with dolls when you were a baby, honey?
Yay! I love dolls. Dolly, dolly, dolly. Yes. Oh, yes. You're amazing. I love you, my little dolly. Yes, yes. Play with me. Play with me, dolly.
Zach, Lisa's limbs were severed while she was still alive. But she's smiling. She must not have been able to feel any pain. Sang Rouge isn't that powerful of a drug. At least it shouldn't be. And look, Zach. Another dragonfly. The tattoo is just to the side of her navel. She always carried the mark of a Clarkson with her, wherever she went.
Lise, you're so beautiful.
Really? Yay! I'm a little dolly. I'm a little dolly.
That's it, Lise. It'll all start from you. Now you'll never die. You'll be eternal. Just wait for me, Lise. I'll be with you soon. I'll always be with you.
Ollie. Ollie. Ollie.
Boy, the profiling is so much different. I mean, it's much simpler. I mean, it basically just kind of cut out all the BS.
Lise Clarkson was murdered here. After she died, she was carried to the spot underneath that bridge. Why did the killer feel the need to move her? Bodies are usually only moved to cover up evidence. But this is different. Lisa's body was enshrined. She was being shown off to someone. The ritual, the altar, a mother killing her child. A monstrous giant and a mysterious, stylish woman. There's a real demon out there, and it's got its sights set on the Clarksons. But Zach, this is exactly the kind of case we FBI agents are here to solve. Isn't that right?
Stuff. I like stuff. Out we go. It's such a relief that it runs well. I was afraid that it was going to be like super choppy even inside. But this, you know, while it doesn't run perfectly, it certainly runs well enough. Paralysis cramps are paralysis cramps. When you become paralyzed or get cramps, special icons will appear. Cramps and paralysis. Paralysis cramps will cause you to freeze up when you try to move, such as when dodging, aiming, or fighting. Use a special item to heal yourself. Do I have antidotes? None. Yeah, it seems like they were able to animate like a whole group of the vines in this game, whereas the original game, it seemed like they were limited to animating only one vine at a time. Okay, so I don't have a map of the area. Alright, what was this way? Anything? I'm glad they added melee. I mean, very, very easy to run out of bullets. I had a bunch of bullets, but for a while it just wouldn't let me pull my gun out. Kind of weird. That's why I was meleeing, so the gun just wouldn't draw. Just gotta make sure I collect all the goodies. Never know when something might happen where I won't be able to do it.
Really did it. I finally completed the first ritual. Now the plan will begin. The Red One's plan will begin.
Zach, this case is going to be a labyrinth. I certainly didn't expect to run into a monster like this. Honestly, I'm not one for violence, but I'm not just going to stand here and die. What do you think? Should we read off her rights?
Now, it's the Red One's turn. The Red One. Soon. And in the end, we'll be together. Together. Red. Oh, see, red. Oh, yeah. I killed Lise. I did just as I was told. I killed her. So pure, adorable, and beautiful. I killed my own baby. Lise, you son of a bitch! What did you do to my daughter?
Oh boy. Poison. When you're poisoned, the following icon will appear. Poison will gradually deplete your life and can bring you to the brink of death unless you use an item to recover. Am I really carrying all this stuff with me? Oh, that's all. I don't have antidote, I just have anti-numb. Oh, I'm paralyzed too. Now I can use anti-venom. Oh, I forgot about lock on.
You're really pissing me off. I'm invincible now. Holy red seeds protect me. So then why? What are you? No, it can't be. Came here to stop our plan? You can't stop us now. We already made our sacrifice. You don't know how much we sacrificed. How many tears of blood we cried. Oh, for the Red One's plan. We've come so far. The Red One gave me the honor of lighting the flame. I'm not gonna let you stop me here!
Uh-oh. Now it's time to get serious. Hi.
Helena, is this your true form? Gosh, Hollywood would have been all over you. Although you probably would have been typecast as a gross monster. The kind that heroes always kill.
We're going to make a new world! And no one's going to stop us!
I mean, it's gonna have goals.
Mutilate your meat! Mutilate your meat! Snap the tendons! Why? Why? Feel my pain!
Oh, hi guys.
The tendons? Mutilate your meat! Flesh! Snap the tendons? No! This can't be happening! How?
Huh. Well, God, the
This is impossible! Red
oh, can I move? I can't get all the stuff that I missed. Stuff. Yeah, well, surprisingly, these portions of the game, they run well, and that was actually fun. I can probably say that it really actually wasn't that much fun when you're in the action sequences in the first game. You know, it was serviceable, but it was definitely drawing a lot of inspiration from Resident Evil 4, because it made sense for the time that it was made. But yeah, I mean, this actually plays pretty good, and it's actually kind of fun to have a charge-on shot and stuff. I mean, I think it'd almost be better if the whole game was like took place indoors and there was no outdoors at all. But you know, it's what it is right now, and as I said, it doesn't prevent me from playing or make me stop wanting to play, because the story is so weird, but not boring at any point in time. I just wish they had more time to work on the overworld. Wow, you got a lot to answer for, girlfriend.
Reese. Our new world. My Lise. My sweet little dolly.
Galena Clarkson, you are now under arrest on suspicion of the murder of Lise Clarkson and the illegal disposal of her corpse. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. That's enough, Zach. She can't hear us anymore. Zach, pardon my language, but this case can go fuck itself.
Oh. Yeah, older York never would have said that. But makes sense as younger York.
I owe you one, Mr. York. I'm awful sorry you had to get all caught up in our town's dirty laundry. I didn't expect you to catch the criminal this soon, though. You never fail to impress me. Come on, CLG. Let's head back to the office. Mr. York and I both got a lot of cleanup work to take care of. Now I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna tell the Clarksons. That's my biggest problem.
Melvin, this investigation has only just begun.
What? But we got the killer.
This case is much more complicated than it seems.
You mean you're gonna keep searching the town?
Of course. At the moment, I'm after a tall, stylish woman. Does that ring any bells?
Stylish? You lost me. What's that got to do with anything?
Zack and I saw her with our own eyes. We need to find her, I'm positive.
You're probably talking about Professor R.
Professor R? From the jazz bar?
Yeah. I mean, she's the only person in town you could call stylish. She's tall, too.
But...
What is it, Melvin?
Well...
Well, out with it. Don't let your 10-year-old daughter upstage you here, Sheriff.
You're looking for a stylish woman, right?
Yes, we've established that.
Then I think you're barking up the wrong tree with Professor R. She isn't exactly a normal woman, if you catch my drift.
I hear you loud and clear. Melvin, you're careless in every sense of the word, but I believe you operate on the side of good in most cases. With that in mind, I'm disappointed to see that you carry some prejudice with you.
But
Is she the type to forbid customers from entering her jazz bar due to the color of their skin?
No, she ain't like that.
Well then, case closed. Melvin, I think we should call it a day. I'm going to head back to my hotel and get some sleep. I also need to prepare a report to send back to the Bureau. Patty, thank you very much for assisting me in my investigation. I'll be counting on you again tomorrow.
I just helped an FBI agent.
Oh, and Melvin, one more thing. You needn't worry about what to tell the Clarksons. I'm sure they already know that Galena's been arrested. After all, this is Carré.
This game runs terribly. It has a ton of problems. I wouldn't say this is the showcase of the year or the game of the year, but I have played what other people have been calling the game of the year on another platform. That's a sequel, and yeah, this game stomps all over that game. This is actually an interesting story with interesting characters, and I think it's going to go places which I don't expect, much like the other sequel game that's out this year, which has been getting a lot of praise, which is the polar opposite of this game with well-crafted animation, 4K graphics, high resolution models, a lot of fanfare and a lot of hype. But for my money, this is the game I would play. Sort of sad. And so far, I mean, as far as the sequel goes, this doesn't really disappoint me. Unlike that other game. It's bad when a game that, sometimes barely struggles to run at 12 frames per second can beat a game that runs at a consistent 30, and is a technical marvel, this is certainly not. Yeah, for me, I'm like completely enjoying myself, even though there's so many problems with it. I totally like it. So why don't we stop it there? This is Audapostrophe. You've been watching Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise on Nintendo Switch. I mean, if you had some doubts about it, I think at this point in time, for me, I really solidified it as something that I think I'm going to enjoy. It's already given me really good vibes. Now that we've actually had the action portion of the game, the action portion is like leagues above the original game. I mean, it's a very competent game in the action portion. you know, if it wasn't for the outside world being such a choppy mess, I honestly would think that this would be like a more respected title. But, you know, it's got technical issues, and, you know, nobody wants to kiss this developer's ass. They'd much rather kiss somebody else's ass. So, c'est la vie. I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.
Yeah.